Do you believe that the only answer to getting more customers is to spend a gazillion more dollars on advertising or be on every single social media platform? None of those things are the answer. Keep watching. What is the answer, and how to avoid the biggest mistake retailers make in marketing? Hi there. I'm Kathy Donovan Wagner, founder of Retail Mavens and mother of America's most fun family. And my mission is to help independent retailers just like you get more profit and better sleep, and also to avoid this huge marketing mistake that I made too. It's so common. The purpose of your marketing strategy and all the time and sweat and energy that you put into it is to ultimately get new customers so you can increase sales. You want to reach more people and convert more people from lookers to buyers. Most people think they have to throw more money at their advertising budget, either by advertising more or by hiring people, being on all the social media platforms. And that's not the solution. It's not about casting the biggest, widest net that you can cast all over everywhere. In fact, this is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. How do I know? Because I made it. I had a kids' clothing store, and when I first opened my store, I thought literally everyone could be a customer and should be a customer because everybody has a kid or knows a kid, right? Therefore, everyone was my customer. I would say very pompously and sure of myself. So in an effort to reach as many people as possible and get as many sales as possible, I would advertise as broadly as my budget and time would allow. And when sales didn't happen, I would say, oh, well, that's just because I don't have enough money, or it's because I don't have enough time. I crafted my messaging to appeal to as many people as possible. And I wasted so much time and energy and money doing that, I almost lost my store until I realized that I didn't need all the people to shop at my store. I just need more of the right people to shop at my store. I need to find the right people that love the products that I sell, that identify and relate to my unique messaging and my core values and my mission statement. The reality is I learned that I'm never going to appeal to everybody, even if they do fit my general demographic of being a parent. I shouldn't appeal to them all. But I learned that I would appeal to the right people, my ideal customers. That's what my marketing should be all about. So to figure out who this ideal customer is, you're going to have to figure out exactly what makes you stand apart from everyone else that does what you do. What makes you unique? If you answered customer service, I'm going to look deep into your eyes and say, no, that's not it. Most people will say that their customer service is way better than anyone else's. And I don't doubt that you work hard on it, but that's not enough to make it unique. It matters a lot for customer retention, for sure, but it's not drawing the right customer to you. So hear me clearly. Better customer service is very important, especially when customers have so many options, but it's not going to draw people to you because they expect that. What is drawing them to you is what makes you you. What makes you unique? That's what you have to identify. And listen, if you've been casting your net wide and far, just like I was, you're not alone and you're not doomed. Turning your marketing success around comes to just 2 steps. Number 1, clarifying who you are, and then clarifying who your ideal customer is. It's not always as easy as it sounds. Let me share an analogy that might help you. I really love fall. Fall is one of my favorite seasons. I can remember so clearly driving down this road. I actually pulled off the side of the road to take a picture. Yeah, that's right, for Instagram, of course. I took a picture of this beautiful foliage of these trees all lined up. It was so gorgeous. And then as I walked up to the trees, I was surprised to realize how different the color was really of all the different trees when I really looked at them. The same is true for you. There were a lot of kids' stores around, right? But they weren't all like me. At a distance, all stores selling women's clothing seem to be just that. Stores that sell clothing for women. But that just means we're looking at it from too far away. We've got to get up closer. Because make no mistake about it, you are very different. You're very special and unique from other people that sell the same type of inventory and even carry the same vendors. To clarify who you are, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What do you love about your store? What are you passionate about? What values permeate your business? What criteria do you use when deciding which products to include in your store? Is there a certain checklist you kind of go through in your head? What feeling does the design and the layout and the merchandising and the colors and the lighting and music of your store, what does it inspire? Those are the kind of things you want to think about, because those are the kind of things that make you different from everybody else. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just whatever your answer is. When you aim to reach everyone, you end up targeting no one. That's exactly what happened to me. So that's why you have to be crystal clear on who this ideal customer is. So you want to start with the general demographics, right? But then you kind of go way beyond them. You want to look and see, where do they prefer to shop? What type of energy appeals to them? How do they prefer to shop? What matters to them? Is it price? Is it quality? Is it eco-friendly? Is it trends? Is it sustainable? There's a difference between all of those things. What social media platforms do they use regularly? Which 5 words do they love to use? Think about that. And which 5 words would they never use? So let's take 2 toy stores, for example. Both stores sell toys from the same vendors, for sure, but upon closer inspection, we can identify super clear differences between them. One sells like cloth diapers and Japanese alphabet blocks and books about peaceful parenting. This store's values are centered around raising up the whole child. Their language is always very inclusive, very respectful, very calm. The other store stocks a lot more games and puzzles and focuses on games night. Their values are centered around creating events that make memories. Their language is fun, engaging, entertaining, and even energizing. So these 2 differing intentions are articulated in very different ways throughout the store, through the products offered, through the look and feel of the store, through their team, how their team interacts with customers, how their website is set up and how their website looks. It's incredible how all the different components of the store all come together to create a different feeling between these 2 stores. Even though both stores appeal to the same general demographic, parents, the thing that's different about them is the kind of parent. Do you see how that's what helps you determine that specific customer that you're going after, your ideal customer? Also think about how that ideal customer will be found in different places. So let me give you another example. So let's talk about a women's clothing store. So you'll have one women's clothing store that is all about the newest and hottest trends, while the other women's clothing store will look at all those trends and then take them and edit them for their more conservative customer. There's not a right or wrong to it, right? It's just 2 different ways of buying inventory, of designing their website, of designing the way their store looks and how they communicate on social media. All of those things will be different. Our kids' store was all about style and fashion and a lot of European designs. Our tagline was, "For the child with style." That was really important to us. But then another client of mine, her store was a local store. So she would have local bands come in and play. It was completely different. We carried a lot of the same brands, but the whole feel and the events that we did, everything about it was very different. She participated in all the local events going on, whereas that wasn't really important to us. Her customers had different interests, whereas a customer that was in our store, they wanted to be surrounded by fashion and by all things European. So are you getting a sense of how your store has a unique personality that will appeal to like-minded customers? That's what you want to do with your marketing. You want to get in really close and narrow. Once you've clarified who you are and who your ideal customer is, then you need to make sure that every experience they have stays true to that messaging. Because your message, it's not like it's a snappy slogan. Your message is about the outcome when customers shop with you. I was at urgent care recently. I saw on the back of their door that they had a tagline, "Curing worry." that's exactly what the outcome was that they wanted to leave their people with. But the outcome is about the feeling that they get when they interact with you. It's about the experience that they have with your store, online or brick and mortar. And it's also about why customers are buying from you. When you get all those things together, that's what your message is. And that's what will make your marketing strategy so powerful. It'll make it super clear, and you'll know where to spend your marketing dollars because you're gonna know where these customers will be, and you're gonna know where to pull your marketing budget from and where they're not gonna be. I stopped spending money on doing all this local stuff because I realized that isn't where I should be spending my money. That wasn't where my people were. You'll know what kind of language to use in your emails and social media messaging, everywhere you're communicating with your customers, even signs in your store. The words that you use will either attract or repel your ideal customer. Make sure that you're using the right ones, because then when you stay within your brand voice, you just continue to rise above. You're like a lighthouse that is pulling people to you. And plus, you'll know how to best design your website and your store. Think of it as standing strong, that you're creating like this lighthouse, and that you're gonna be sending this beacon, this message around all the time. Just like a lighthouse brings boats to it because it shines so bright and clear, you're gonna be doing the same exact thing. Put mission accepted in the comments below if you're ready to take these 2 steps to get clarity around your messaging and to start marketing only to your ideal customers. Can't wait to hear about it. And check out our other helpful resources in the description, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more tips, tools, and strategies to help you get better sleep, improve your profits, and become a richer retailer. Happy retailing.